Hello, everybody, and welcome to the newest indoor adventure in the Tomb of Annihilation, Breakfast Club, Part 20. Today is September 6th, 2020, and you are loved. And that is a very important thing that we like to remind each and every single one of our viewers and listeners at the beginning of each and every single one of these games. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to catch up on the VODs of all the games that we've played for the last 2 years of this channel. And, if you are more of an audiocast inclined individual, you can go towards where anywhere audiocasts are made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, if you go to patreon.com/indooradventures, where you can find our after show being hosted there. That is Nights in the Courtyard, the after show that we like to do for all of you acorns out there, where we answer questions not only from the community, but also from each other. So if you have questions that you would like to ask either myself or any of these other fine folk, but you can join us on our Discord server. That's the easiest way to actually get our attention. Other than that, feel free to drop it in the side of chat over meow. And hey, we'll do our best to try and catch those questions and then answer them in kind. And if you already support us on YouTube, Twitch, and Patreon, but you are still looking for other ways to help support the show, you can go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. We have t-shirts, we got posters, we got mugs, we got crop tops, throw pillows, shower curtains, and I don't know where my face mask is that's nearby that I usually grab for this bit, but we got face masks too. One in each color of Tiamat's glory. Praise Queen. And if you would like to help support COVID-19 research, all of the funds that we get from the masks end up going to that. So masks for a good cause, and they also, help you stay safe. So that's the thing. But other than that, that is it for my spiel. So, hey RJ, who are you playing today?
Hey everybody, I'm RJ, and today I'll be playing Walmorn. He likes to be called Wally. He's a shifter, fighter, barbarian.
Hello, my name is LB. I'll be playing RinRin tonight. She's a monk tabaxi, and she's on the up, but she's still pretty sad.
Hi everybody, I'm Wings. I'm going to be playing as Baz, the Drow Rogue Fighter.
And I am the Indoor Adventurer, and tonight I shall be playing as Teshvael de Falarin, Mark of Shadow Paladin.
And I'm Tyler. I will be the DM, and we'll start off with the recap. Last time, Racket's resourceful renegades collected yet another puzzle cube and were informed of the likely whereabouts of a few more. More surprises were in store, however, as they spied a group of mercenaries being ambushed by Yuan-Ti, including someone or something that looked like Hassan. Now, having escaped that conflict and contending with a tabaxi hunter, they must carefully pick their way through an increasingly crowding Omu. What further complications lie in wait for our heroes? Find out on the Indoor Adventure Presents The Tomb of Annihilation. You just finished a fight with a tabaxi hunter who I don't even know if he's introduced himself yet, but he did shoot Tesh up something fierce. And Tesh came in very scarily and told him to surrender, which he did, and offered to make you guys breakfast or brunch or whatever. It's still pretty early in the day. During the fight, Wally, as well as your NPC companions, noticed that across the river where you guys were trying to get to, there seems to be a high concentration of Red Wizard mercenaries. As if they have set up some form of camp over there. Bag of Nails offered to make you guys food and is willing to lead you to where he's hunkered down. But what would you guys like to do?
Yeah, Tesh is down. They need to go back and grab the rest of the party, or at least let them know. Because it's RinRin and myself on Bag of Nails?
Yep. Wally's nearby. Baz was about halfway, and I think he's keeping an eye across the river. And your NPC companions are picking their way slowly up to where Baz is.
Tesh will motion for the rest of the group and they'll like follow along And then, yeah, this guy is scared of us, and he's looking pretty hurt right now. So, like, yeah, take us to your house.
Well, like I said, my home was invaded by those pesky mercenaries, but we don't want to kick that hornet's nest. Come with me. And he'll lead you into one of the houses right nearby where he was sniping on top of. It's not really decorated at all. There's just a small fire pit with a big cauldron, and he'll actually go and like light the fire underneath the cauldron, pick up the lid and stir what looks like some stew around, and then take a seat next to it. I guess he leads Tesh and RinRin and Wally and Baz. I'm sure you guys join back in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's sure a lot more than I expected. Well, luckily I still have enough stew for everybody.
Sorry, what was your name again?
I'm Bag of Nails. Or that's what they call me nowadays. I think that was my name back in the day, but you know, names are so weird.
Uh-huh.
And yourself?
I'm RinRin.
RinRin, it's nice to meet you.
Wally, pleasure.
Yes.
Tesh will bow and Teshvael.
Yeah, and I'm Baz. Weren't you shooting at us earlier?
Well,
he was, but we've made up for it.
Your nice friend here convinced me, you know, maybe I shouldn't shoot you anymore.
Yeah, he can be pretty convincing like that. So, do you live here?
Well, I don't live. I live here for now. Those mercenaries took over my home across the river, so I've been just trying to pick them off whenever I can. But hoo-wee, they're sure in a tussle, and the Yuan-Ti sure aren't liking it either. Hell, the East Road used to be so comfortable to walk on, well away from the King of Feathers territory, but now it's just crawling with little snakes.
That's not the first time we've heard that name. What exactly is the King of Feathers, if you don't mind my asking?
Well, he's in charge. Well, he's not really in charge, but he's quite the force to be contended with. You don't want to act like there's another Tabaxi here who's wants to die honorably fighting him. Huh, good luck. He's a big old mean T-Rex.
Got it.
Oh.
What exactly is a T-Rex?
It's like a lizard cow, but bigger and meaner.
It's about like 4 stories high. It has razor sharp teeth but really little arms. It has a big tail, and you don't want to try riding them unless you're very nimble.
It's like a crocodile that can walk on 2 legs and can fit your entire body in its mouth.
Sounds about right to me. Stirring away at his stew.
Right. And, you know, that's probably what we saw in the mist, Mr. Baz.
Yeah, I been kind of haunted by the King of Feathers ever since I got here.
Yes, that's why I stay away from his territory, but ever since those mercenaries kicked up where I lived, I've had to get closer and closer, and I think the King of Feathers is getting even more mad about all this intrusion.
Why is he called the King of Feathers? He doesn't have feathers, does he?
Oh, of course he does.
Oh.
Bright, big, colorful feathers.
Most lizards
Quite a beauty if you
can
get to look at him, but I wouldn't stare for too long.
Is he sentient?
I don't know. I have never asked him.
Right.
Let's just make friends with the King of Feathers. I'm sure that'll go fine.
I can
well,
ride him if you like.
You have fun with that.
Wally's gonna sit down, pull out the automatic rifle and his tomahawk and start fidgeting with them.
Okay.
Bag of Nails. We are trying to get to see what's his fucking name. The lizard folk guy.
Are you asking out of character, in character?
Well, I have. The thing is like last week for some reason I put several notes in the wrong notebook, so I don't know where. I know that like our Grung son is with us still, and we need to go
Yes.
back to there. So like
We need to go to Nene's shrine.
Nang Nang.
Nang
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 Shrine.
Nang
Okay, cool. I'm gonna write that
What
down
is-
in the right journal.
What is Grung's son's name?
His name is Imbok.
Imbok.
He's the beloved 187th son of Chief Yorb.
I see. Oh my god, we really are collecting NPCs like Pokemon. We've got like 3 of them in tow right now, right?
You literally have 3 NPCs.
We have a
in tow
bird,
right
an
now.
old man, and a frog.
Yep.
This is Pokemon.
Tesh is the one playing Pokemon. He has what, a Chewingu, a fucking
Yeah,
pseudo dragon.
Oh my god, we even still have the Chewinga!
Yeah.
Chewinga.
And it's voiced by Danny DeVito. I feel like it's been forever since we last played.
It's
okay.
been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to ask Bag of Nails if they have a good plan to get to Nang Nang Shrine with like a path that involves not interacting with those mercenaries.
Well, like I said, the East Road. By context clues, you can assume that the East Road is that like horizontal road on the map. I guess none of you are on the map, but if you were on the map of Amu, it's the horizontal road, like right to the north of the Great Chasm. And he
Where
explains.
the Red Wizards are holed up.
Yeah. So on the map, there's a soldier on that road, and he explains that road is like just a battlefield between the Yuan-Ti and the Red Wizards right now.
I mean, we can go with the second option, where we go north and then over the water. You guys said you had a folding boat, right?
Yeah, we do.
But of course, watch out for the King of Feathers. He's been making a ruckus.
Can the King of Feathers swim?
I think he could probably just walk across the water. They're usually pretty big.
What's his name? Bag of Nails is. We'll kind of like explain a bit more about the geography of the city, seeing as he's been living here for a while, and he'll ramble about how he came here looking for an ancient treasure, but he can't really remember why he was even looking for it anymore. The navel of the moon, he calls it. But
The navel. Like a belly button?
yes. I don't
I
know why they
see.
call it that though. Maybe it was embedded in a lovely lady's belly button at some point.
Hmm.
Stirring stew. And he'll
Please.
actually, the stew will heat up, and he'll pour each of you a bowl of it. And that's actually going to use up like all of his stew, giving some to the Grung Imbok and your guys' companions.
Oh, it's really good.
It's kind of like a vegetable stew. Lots of roots, vegetables, not a lot of seasoning. I guess actually there probably would be like one incredibly strong spice in there, just to blam it up with flavor. Like I think chili peppers or something. But yeah, most of
Everything
it-
tastes like not blood.
Yeah, that's exactly what it tastes like to you. Everybody else, bam. He will explain that the river that used to run through Omu has like overflowed its banks. That happened like probably centuries ago, or decades ago, not centuries. But like other than where the river used to be, actually even where the river used to be, like all the silt has settled, so like all that water is only like 2 to 5 feet deep. But the current picks up after the tree, so you don't want to fall in the water there, because then you'll go off the cliff.
The kind of nasties are in the water, though.
It's just anything you'll find out in the wilderness. got crocodiles, you've got biting fish. I think I saw a shambling mound once.
Those are really scary. I don't like those.
No, yes. But if you keep your distance, you'll be just fine.
Have you heard anything about any shoot, hold on. Where was I called to?
What's up?
When I was in vampire mode.
Port Nyanzuru.
Yeah, no. The voice that
It's
talked
on
to
the
you
same
while
page.
sleeping, told you to go back to the port, the main city.
Okay, never mind.
And Tesh at least knows that's where Zaka is going. So, you don't have as many NPCs as you could possibly have right now.
We're doing a Nuzlocke run of Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You let Hassan die, you can't get another Yuan-Ti in here.
But yes, Bag of Nails will explain that, like, if you're trying to get to Nang Nang's shrine, and he actually seems kind of familiar with the different shrines if you refer to them by their, like, animal and not the person's name. So the Grung shrine, it's on number 18 on the map, and probably the best way to get to it is by boat.
All right. All right. Do you happen to know where any of these other shrines would be at?
I mean, I know where all the shrines are, yes.
He knows where all the shrines are.
Let's see, there's the Froghemoth one, there's the Kamadan one. Where I used to live, right across the East Road, was the Flail Snail one, but the Red Wizards have taken up that one as pretty much their home base.
Oh, that's the trouble we're having over there.
Out on that big old pillar is the Jaculi one, but I don't know how you'd get across there. Just south of the Royal Palace is the Zorbo one. Those things are nasty little critters.
Do we happen to have a map of the city, like in character?
No.
Okay. Baz will use his very smart and intuitive assassin brain to remember where all these places are.
Mm-hmm. I do have a feature that's part of my background. Let me pull it up.
All right. And he'll also talk about the Grung one, the Ebly one, the Sioux Monster, and the Almiraj. And I think that should be all 9. And all 9 are now marked on your map.
As a Outlander, I have the Wanderer feat, which I have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and I can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around me. In addition, I can find food and fresh water for up to 5 people per day.
Nice.
So I can, with parchment and some charcoal, sketch out our general layout of where we've been.
All right.
Yeah. I definitely think that you've been sketching out kind of the city so far.
On this hand-drawn map, in the upper left-hand portion, it has a big circle that says King of Feathers and do not go, and no, X.
Yeah.
All right, so we've gotten all the puzzle cubes that are nearby, right?
Yes. Well, you didn't. Oh, sorry. I didn't unmark one. Unk's Shrine, that's Flail Snail, is at number 8.
Okay. 8 is their central
of...
base, so we don't want to fuck with that.
We've gotten 3, 4, 10, and 12.
That is correct.
All right, so we could try and get to 16,
and then go down 18.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Because 16 is also close enough to a shoreline that, like, it wouldn't be too difficult trying to get to it.
This is true.
So yeah, you could just like head up the shore from where you guys are.
16 is which shrine?
That is Papazottles, the Ebly,
Okay.
or Ebly, Eblis.
And
Uh,
what are those again?
It's
Giant
Those-
cranes.
It's the evil cranes. Yeah.
sentient
Okay, cool.
cranes, which you did run into before, but you didn't fight them.
Yeah, we were cool last time. We were chill. I
But
don't
they
see
are
a problem with
kinda
it.
All right.
Uh,
So I guess that's our plan, is to roll up the shore up to 16, and then from there we can unfold the boat and go to 18.
Yeah.
And the 18 is
Ning ning.
Nang Nang. All
the
right, cool.
Grung.
Cool. And then I'm guessing 19 is also a shrine.
Yes, 19 is the Zorbo,
Okay.
Obolaka.
I'm
Probably
making
roll
a
around.
wild guess that the Red Wizards already took that one because they said that they had multiple cubes, and if their main base is 8,
That seems likely. I doubt that they have 6 though, with the island out in the middle
Oh,
of
yeah.
the lava lake. We'll probably need to go down that
You should also be careful because one of the Red Wizard general people was over by Unk Shrine.
All right. Well, let's not plan too far ahead.
Yep.
Let's do 16 and 18 then, which is the Iblis and the Grun.
Yes.
All right. Locked in.
As they're all discussing this, Wally's gonna lift the rifle and he has basically attached the tomahawk blade to the barrel.
He
Nice.
has made, he's done some tinkering.
He's made a bayonet.
All right, cool. How long do you hang out with old Bag of Nails?
I don't know. I'm feeling fine. How much healing do you need to do, Tesh?
let me check.
Long enough for a short rest.
Yeah, short rest, most certainly.
All right.
Yeah, and as you guys have some stew, you essentially take a short rest.
What kind of stew is
Sniff
this?
the
Is this
stew,
like
is it
grandma's
off?
stew from Wind Waker, is like a potion, or is this just like yummy stew?
I mean, it's yummy stew.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I like yummy stew.
You said vegetables. It is just vegetables, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Can I make a survival check?
what are you trying to figure out?
Versus anything off about the stew? Like,
Is he
I don't
eating
know.
any stew?
is he eating any stew? Is there any mushrooms that kind of look like nightshade?
Well, he served all of you guys first, and since there are a lot of you, there's actually none left for him.
Suspicious.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Yeah, Baz will.
Oh,
Baz will,
inside, okay.
Baz will give it like a sniff and like a perfunctory taste. He grew up a drow. He knows how to check poisons.
RinRin just ate it.
Yeah.
16.
Just being polite, man.
Ate it, immune to poison.
I got myself a 17.
All right. Yeah, Baz, you've grown up around poisons, and there's definitely a lot of poisons that you could conceal in a stew, especially one with as much kick and spice as this one. And you've just been watching this guy as he bounces around and is all kooky. But as you're watching him, he actually has some deft hand movement, where he'll act clumsy, but knock something over and knock it in a hidden position. And you see a vial that looks suspiciously like it would be poison as he deftly knocks it away.
How would Baz play this? Has everybody else already been eating the stew?
RinRin has been downing it. This is the first non-trail ration food that you guys have had, and it tastes kind of good. So your NPCs have been eating it.
get up and like he's gonna figure out an excuse for this later, but he'll just get up and go grab that vial.
Okay. Just out in the open, or?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, like he'll try and hide it a little bit.
I mean, if you want to make a stealth check to also kind of like hide the fact that you're snatching this.
12?
12. 1 second. Bag of nails, bag of nails. What is your passive perception?
Nice.
Yeah, so you go over to where he was, he had knocked this vial, and as you reach for it, he's like, "Oop, nothing to see there," and he'll slap your hand away.
I was just looking for salt.
Oh, no salt here, sorry. That's for those fancy people. Yeah, have some more stew. You barely touched yours.
Not hungry.
The rest of you also see.
Do I need to make a save? Can I be poisoned?
That's a good question.
Baz, as you actually did get closer to and reach for this vial, you actually see like a little container, like a little, like I guess a drawer of something. He doesn't have furniture, so no drawers, but like this little box that's been uncovered by his bumbling. And yeah, it looks like, I'd say that your familiarity with poisons leads you to believe that this would be poison, and is very likely midnight tears.
Oh fuck. I'm gonna grab it and like throw it at somebody.
Okay, let's do a competing agility contest with a bag of nails as he tries to stop you.
All right. Yoink. 11.
Okay, he got a 20.
Jesus.
20.
Okay. What is midnight tears? Do I know?
Midnight tears is a poison that once ingested, at the next strike of midnight, you take poison damage.
Motherfucker. Okay. So he like tries to grab at it. And he's like, "Nobody eat this too."
What is going on?
You're really being more trouble than it's worth.
He's just like trying to grab it. Like the two of them are like scrambling after each other.
I
It's
don't
like,
understand. This stew is. Wait a second here.
And as you're scrambling, he is going to stab out at Baz.
oh fuck.
Not on my watch.
Hello, my name is Bez, and you're all poisoned.
You guys haven't had the full long short rest yet, so no benefit from a short rest, but also no benefit from a short rest for this guy either. Roll initiative again.
Oh fuck. Okay, I do this at advantage now.
19.
Haha. 23.
Okay.
I can't believe, after all this time, being a paranoid ass D&D player, we finally get poisoned by a friendly NPC.
And I almost got away with it too.
If it weren't for you meddlesome drow.
Don't you understand? They never just invite you to brunch.
Scooby-Doo with drow. He's just a large spider that still does like ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh, Ray. Ruh-roh, Ritz. Ritz. Like a Ritz cracker?
The very same.
I got a 10.
All right.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're all rolling initiative. Okay.
I mean, you don't have to act on your initiative, but yes.
That's a 16.
16. Sometimes I have to remember what people's names are. At the top of the initiative is Baz.
Hi, my name is Baz.
And he is trying to stab you.
It's scary. Okay. I'm gonna try and grapple him, I guess. I don't know. This is dumb. This is a dumb idea. He's taken off guard.
I mean, he's the one attacking you.
This is true. I'm gonna try and grapple him.
All right, he'll use acrobatics.
And I guess I have to use athletics because that's the way that grappling works. And I'm not trained in that. So this is a flat d20, but I get a 15.
Okay, he got an 18
Oh no.
as he pirouettes out of your grab for him.
Okay. Oh, it's been a while since I've been a Baz, eh? As a bonus action, I can dash, disengage, or hide. Hiding in this space is probably not a good idea. I'm gonna stay here
Okay.
and try and get a hold of at least a vial of that poison, because we're going to need to make an antidote. Baz is thinking a little bit too far ahead. You know what? Fuck this, I'm a fighter. I'm action surge.
Did you use action surge? No, you had a long rest. No, wait.
I did not.
Okay.
Doesn't action surge also refresh on a short rest?
We didn't get a
We
full
haven't had our short rest yet.
Oh.
Yeah, take those hit points away, buddy boy.
Will do.
So I'm gonna action surge and try and snatch the poison then.
All right. Yeah, the poison's in like a little, it's called a little duffel bag, and or a little pouch, and you're able to snatch that up off the ground.
All right. Then I'll bonus action disengage.
Damn, he wanted to stab you.
I'm gonna say that I probably don't have my weapons on me. I feel like I left them over where I was sitting down. We were all taken off guard.
Yeah. Let's see. It's him up right before Wally. Baz, how far away do you get from him? Let's say the room is
I probably just crossed the room. It's not very big.
Yeah.
He could chase me across the room and stab me. That makes sense.
Yeah. I think he is going to try to do that. Which will put him in. I think the way the room is laid out was you two are on the far side, everyone else is on the other side. You go and join them, and he comes and joins you and tries to stab you twice.
Uh-oh.
You might be in luck because that's a 14 and a 12.
14 matches.
14 matches. Well, you need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no! Oh, dearie me, Arma. Oh! Sorry, it just keeps getting worse. I got a 4.
Okay, take 2 piercing damage. That's already halved.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
And then you can feel the poison seep in as his poison-tipped dagger sinks into you. Oh wow, exactly average. 12 poison damage.
Ah, it's just locked detention.
What?
Drought
You know,
detention.
drought detention.
No, I wasn't in that circle.
He does not have a bonus action to disengage, but is going to try and run out the door.
Okay.
Provoking opportunity attacks from, I would say, all but one person who's the lowest in initiative, RinRin. So RinRin, you're not quite amongst this group, but Tesh, Wally, and Baz. Which I guess, Baz, if you didn't have your weapon ready. Wally definitely had his weapon ready.
He's getting an axe in the back.
12.
Natural 20.
Of course it is.
Can I try and grab him one last time?
Yeah, you can, as your opportunity attack, attempt to grapple.
10 points of slashing damage.
Oof! Owie! You will make another acrobatics check.
It's a 10.
Okay, he got a 8. So you have grappled him. He no longer has movement.
All right.
Tesh, were you able to hit him at all?
No, I got a 12.
Okay, yeah, 12 does not hit.
Yeah, didn't think so.
But he does get an axe in the back and then is grabbed by Baz, and he's struggling, trying to run out the door. Wally.
Wally will slip on a pair of brass knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 19 hit
Yes, it does.
for 7 points of bludgeoning?
Lethal or non-lethal?
I'll hold him. You punch.
He tried to kill us. Lethal.
All right.
Wally just walks up as Baz is grappling him, puts a hand under his chin, puts a hand at the top, and just.
All right.
Jesus.
That is exactly what you do as you break Bag of Nails' neck, killing him instantly. You almost killed him with your axe. He had 1 hit point left.
Jesus.
Jeez, I think this is.
Everybody put your soup back in the bowl.
Wait, what is wrong with the soup
I
again?
don't
Baz-
know.
Baz just fucking drops him and then like doubles over holding the knife wound. God, he's in this position a lot. He's a squishy boy.
You need to stop getting stabbed.
He's like, who ate the stew?
Not me.
Racket and Orvex raise their hands.
Uh,
Then Orvex translates for the Grung, and the Grung raises his hand.
oh no, baby. Does Baz know what if there's any antidote to this goddamn poison?
Make a history check as I check my notes.
Question.
Yes.
Say they ate the stew.
Mm-hmm.
How long would it be inside them until it was no longer considered food?
You're suggesting throw.
I have purify food and drink, and if everybody just like squeezes up, I can blast it to all non-magical food and drink within a 5-foot radius sphere centered on my point within range is purified and rendered inert. So at what point is the food no longer considered food?
I think
for
you
the
need to
purposes
visibly
of
be able to
this?
see
I
the
think
food.
once the food is consumed, it is no longer food.
It is within a sphere.
Would you consider if somebody took the contents of a stomach and placed it before you, would you consider that food?
Maybe.
If you were a dog.
Well, everyone
Yes.
grouped together who ate the stew.
Mr. Baz, what did you
what
get
about-
on your history check?
3.
Nice.
What about lay on hands? Lay on hands can remove things like poisoned and
yeah.
stuff, but I it's like a special poison, so I don't know.
Because we aren't poisoned yet. Would we have to wait until we're poisoned?
Yeah.
Can I be poisoned? Do I know if I can be poisoned or
I
not?
don't know. Did you
don't think
attacked things that do
vampires
poison
can be-
damage before, right? And that didn't, and you still were poisoned?
I don't remember.
Can someone look up a vampire's stat block and see if
Oh, I can do
Already
that.
in progress.
I think from what Tyler surmised, it's an instantaneous poisoning. So
No immunities to poison.
And we had
You
Grung.
have asked me this before, and I think I said that you can be poisoned.
Okay. It was a while ago. I don't remember.
Yeah, me too. Same.
Am I going to die? Oh, no, I can't die because I'll just turn back into the other me.
So I would be able to cure away the poison. But, RinRin, I don't remember if my powers work on you the same.
I think so.
Do my
Basil,
lay on
sit
hands
down.
work on you?
Basil, sit down, uncork the vial, give it a sniff, just kind of nod and say, "It's Midnight's Tears. You have until midnight before the poison takes effect."
Well, it doesn't heal me as much.
All right.
Stop
Well,
looking so proud of yourself.
well, our Grung companion, Orvex, and Racket are all going to get 5 points of lay on hands each.
First of all, you don't want to touch the grung because skin contact will hurt you. But grungs aren't poisonous creatures, so
He's fine then.
he's
So
probably fine.
The Grunk's just like still at the stew, just like nom, 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 nom.
Oh
As soon as Orvex explained, "Oh, we think we got poison," he's like, he's hungry.
Spicy.
all right. So then on Racket and the old man, then 5 points each
Okay.
to neutralize a poison affecting them.
Okay. Is that's literally what lay on hand says,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. 5 points to RinRin. Or do I have to put in more because of her thingy?
I think you try and put just 5 in, and you notice that it's not having as much of an effect. She takes half.
Okay, so I have to put 10 in for RinRin. That's fine.
Oh, this is great.
I wish there was an
and-
easier way, D&D Beyond.
And neither,
Feel my pain! 55 goddamn lay on hands! I gotta click for every single one!
Sorry.
Wally and Baz did not consume much stew, correct?
I didn't consume any. I asked to make the inside check.
Yeah.
Tesh
Baz
was
never-
about to.
Baz never eats food from strangers until he's made sure.
Good. As
Just
you can
like his
see.
mother told him.
Just like his mother told him. So I will go ahead and say that due to these healings, you have neutralized the poison.
Okay.
Are you doing any on yourself?
Sure.
Because you're immune to disease.
Yep,
you're
not
immune to
poison.
Yeah, he's not immune to poison. It's the lay on hands that gives it to him. I remember it from back when Hassan and he were having tea parties. And then I realized in retrospect, wait a second. Both of you had contingencies.
Yeah. That's what made tea fun.
Ugh.
All right. Baz, you have just collected 5 vials of Midnight Tears.
That's fun. He just kind of like sits back, groans, looks at them, and then like tucks them away with the rest.
Nice. Wasn't it so much fun having a nice friendly NPC to hang out with?
He's still
Why?
dead on the floor. Like,
He
same
is still
room.
dead.
That guy was a few screws loose of a full bag of tools.
What?
Is that why they called him Bag of Nails?
Can we get him out of here?
Sure, I'll take care of it.
You're gonna go
Brendan
home.
drags.
Deal with a lot of corpses in my profession, but I usually don't have to look at them.
Rip in peace, Bag of Nails.
I guess I'll bury him.
Okay. I mean, yeah, there's pretty soft ground outside.
You don't
We just throw him in the
burn-
river,
we
and then
should
he
burn
goes
him.
over.
Things are coming back as zombies. We should burn him.
And let
Oh,
everyone know
like-
where we are.
You could also just throw him in the river. The current is pretty.
Just throw him in the river. The volcano will do the rest.
Right.
Enough.
Goodbye, Bag of Nails. I don't know why you attacked us, but
Hey, before they do that, I grift him.
Okay. The grifting has come out. Fantastic. He had a short sword on him that has some poison on it. Let's call it.
My blade is coated with a deadly poison. One nick will kill you.
I shouldn't have looked at.
As well as 6 arrows for his longbow. Each of them are also coated with poison. But
I will
how
take
long the
those
poison
poisoned
will last.
arrows.
What was it, Tyler?
You don't know how long the poison will last on these.
Oh.
Because it is kind of like already aerated, so it probably dilutes over time.
Understandable.
If you don't shoot someone with them the next day, I'll say it dilutes.
How many of them?
6.
6 poisoned arrows.
And go ahead and
Okay.
just write DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
DC 15. I'm just going to put it on a piece of paper and so that they go away.
So they go away. All right. He didn't have much else on
Baz,
him.
Baz will watch Wally grift him and be all like, "You're pretty good at that. Who taught you to grift?"
When I was doing my travels when I was a bit younger, I met a man up by Fandelver. Called himself Grim, kind of taught me how to shoot. And gave me some words of wisdom. They're not really all that wise. It's like, never make friends with people you just meet unless it's circumstantial.
RinRin's eyes like drift off.
Don't ever sell your saddle.
Don't ever sell your saddle. Check the socks, because that's where all the coinage is.
Also in his lair, if you look around, there's enough gear to make an explorer's pack if you wanted to try and put one of those together, but that's essentially what he has. Cool. What would you guys like to do now?
I'll look through the rest of his belongings, like his spices and things, and see if I can find any other poisons and such.
Take a short rest.
He's wanted to do that for 2 weeks.
Sorry, you said you just look around the rest of his possessions?
Yeah.
There isn't much. You actually find a journal, and like the first page is him just saying like, I'm off to find the navel of the moon, and then like a few incoherent scribblings, and then the rest of the journal is just completely blank.
Huh. Let's see. Wonder what would have made him go loony like that.
Spend enough time alone, doing all sorts of weird drugs.
You know what? Yeah, in that journal, like the only coherent part of it, he explains that his son had been lost for a while. The navel of the moon is supposed to help you locate your lost loved ones, but he was never able to find it. That's not explained in there, but like he explained to you that he was never able to find it.
Right. Does it say the name of his son?
No.
Huh. I will keep a hold of this.
What was the name of the artifact I was looking for? I was looking for it in my notes, but I couldn't find it.
I'm pretty sure you are also looking for the navel of the moon.
First, okay, great. Mr. Baz, if you don't mind, I'd like to take a look at that journal too.
Hand it over to him.
See if Bag of Nails had any leads on the navel of the moon.
All that you know from what he told you was that he knew it was somewhere in the city, but he didn't have any leads.
Navel of the moon. That's the name of my artifact. My dad said it was out here waiting for me.
Think you're gonna go crazy looking for it?
I mean, maybe this inheritance might not all be that great for me. I could probably make more driving cattle and not go as crazy.
I'm just saying, if you try to poison me, then our deal is moot.
What deal?
The one where I promised not to kill him, or maim
Oh.
him, or put him in a dangerous situation where he would get killed
I mean,
intentionally. How you doing over there, Tash?
Tesh
Plops
is,
the body into the water.
Tesh is doing fine. Like if anybody had soup left, he would have collected it all, poured it back into the same container, purify food and drink, and now he's just eating regular. Like you see him eating the stew again.
Oh, thank the gods.
It's fine this time. I made sure to cast like a cure disease on this. A purifying spell.
I don't think Baz eats the soup.
More for me in the grung.
Yeah.
I'll eat if Tesh said that he's purified it.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are able to take a short rest in this this basement, this hovel, and your plan is to head upstream to Papazzato's shrine. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Iblis.
I talked to Tesh. RinRin talked to Tesh last time, right?
Yep.
Did he tell her what she did to Baz?
Yeah. I
Like-
said that
like-
you bit his lippy.
Oh. Oh boy. Maybe on the walk over, RinRin stays behind to try and talk to Baz.
Okay. I'll say that you guys get out, start heading kind of like up on the side of this, the bank of the river in quotation marks. Once you guys leave that like narrow inlet where the there was that river crossing, the stream is very well. There's not much of a current, and in fact, as you guys, after like the first 5 or so minutes, you spy there's kind of a point where the river gets narrow, and there is a rope and pulley system with a boat set up, and on the far side, actually I should have asked if you guys are moving stealthily.
I'd say yeah. Baz always moves stealthily. Okay. What?
Do my best.
Also, should we resolve the scene with RinRin?
Sure.
Okay. So like RinRin just like hangs back and
Yeah,
like,
super casually.
just tries to get Baz's attention.
Yeah.
All right. I think that once it becomes clear that she's trying to be alone with him, he doesn't point it out, but he gets like visibly nervous.
Mm-hmm. Hey Baz.
What do you want, RinRin?
Tesh told me what I did when I was not me. And I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
Well, you weren't you, so I
But
guess that's just the way it is.
I know it's very hard for you to trust people. And I know that I probably did a lot to break that trust. But I want to try to build it again. Because I really do want to go get some coffee with you sometime.
I think there's a lot of things that are going to happen before coffee.
Yeah. I don't know what I can do. I don't know if I should have told you before, but every time that I've done that, everyone leaves.
He like starts to get really stone faced when she starts getting verklempt. And he just kind of takes a step back from her. And he won't really even look at her. Well, I'm not leaving. Not yet.
Okay.
We better not hold behind.
Right. I'll go catch up. She quickly bounds ahead.
Cool. As I was saying, you going northwards through the city, you do notice this kind of rope and pulley system with a boat. On the far bank is the boat, and you can just spy from this distance that this is probably a place where the Red Wizards are crossing the river, and not just over at that rope bridge. Um, is that your guys' stealths?
Yes.
Look at you guys. What did you get? Or Baz?
Bazathan, 13.
Wow. Cool. Going northwards, you again pass Ijin's shrine, and it also seems like there was evidence that people had set up a small camp here at some point, but there's nobody around right now. After about 10 or so minutes, you get to a bend in the shoreline, and you guys were kind of up in this area before, but you do not recall there being a big rift in the ground here. It seems like there was some form of seismic activity or something that has shifted the ground here, and in fact, like an entire building is like cut in half, and half of it's like crumpled to the ground, and a little bit of the water from the river is streaming through it. You are able to pick your way across it because you're going that direction, but it's quite difficult terrain. You continue your way, and then in about a half an hour, I'm assuming you're going, it's like you said, you're going up to Papazottle's shrine first. And if you follow the shoreline, you can get there in about a half hour. As you approach Papazottle's shrine, at least from the shore, there you go. It is completely surrounded in water, and if you try out the water, it's only about 2 or so feet deep. But there's from the shoreline, you can see that there are crocodiles that are wallowing in the muddy lake bed, from which rises this walled ruin. 2 columns flank the entrance, carved with images of a long-legged bird with a needle-like beak. At the building's front, slimy steps ascend to an entry arch. And yeah, there's just a bunch of crocodiles kind of floating around lazily in front, like in the front door of this place. How would you guys like to proceed?
Yeah. Maybe we should have saved old Bag of Nails for these guys. Sorry, that was dark.
So what are we seeing again?
Bunch of crocodile in the water next to the shrine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do we have to cross the water at all to get to the shrine?
Yes, the shrine and its courtyard are submerged in about 2 or so feet of water, and around that area is where these crocodiles are just lazily drifting through the water.
I see.
Try to wing them, scare them off.
Yeah.
I'll say you guys are like about 30 feet away on the shoreline.
How do we want to handle this? How many crocodiles are there?
Make a perception check.
Is it sunny?
It is not sunny.
Okay. The dice are very cold tonight. 11.
you spy 4 crocodiles lurking in the flooded courtyard.
All right. How do we want to handle this, guys? Because if this comes to a fight, I'd like to get the first shot off.
We can always prepare. I can lead with a spiritual weapon. Possibly see if they would be more interested in attacking my shadow than they would attacking me. If it's only 2 feet deep, we can wade out there, but then we're fighting on their territory. Whereas if we fight them from the shore, then they get led to us.
I see.
I can't particularly do anything stealthy as a magic gun.
A good number of us have ranged options and we can see them. Why don't we just take bot shots until they run off or meet us on our terms?
Sounds like a plan.
Yes, RinRin.
Wait, I have something that I might be able to do. Hold on. She's like looking through her bag.
Can't you run on water now as a monk?
No, 9th level. I just looked that up. Alright, RinRin is going to walk up. How far across is this?
How far across is it?
Sorry.
Said 1 second.
It is 30 feet from the shoreline where you guys are to the front of the courtyard of the shrine.
Back up. Everyone just back up. She's going to make everyone back up 30 feet.
Okay.
And then she's going to walk to the shoreline.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to initiate my Hour of Reaping.
Oh?
Each creature within 30 feet of you and that can see you must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw. So I'll get all of their attention, all of the animals' attention.
Kind of like just like take a
Slap
branch and like
the
slap
water.
the water.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they do that thing that crocodiles do, or like, and like all turn, look at you,
Yeah.
hissing.
So they need to make a Wisdom saving throw, please.
They are not very wise.
I bet.
Crocodile. Voice and start with attachment. I got 2 10s, a 12, and a 4.
They're trying to beat a 14.
Okay, they all fail.
Wow.
Okay.
You have a better wisdom. You have a better save than I do.
What does it look like when RinRin activates her Hour of Reaping and terrifies these crocodiles?
So you guys can't really see it too well since you're 1 behind her and 2 30 feet away. But RinRin sort of kind of, you know that thing that they do in animes where like they look down and then they look up really fast and like there's like a shot of light. But her skin, in their eyes, her skin starts to grow dark and the lines on her face go black and her eyes glow red like she does when she's a vampire. And it's just like this monstrous like demon form that kind of emanates off of her. But to them, she's just, to the people further in the back, she's just like,
Amazing. What effect does this have on them?
let's see, they, it's unsettling.
Don't say.
First of all, it's really scary, okay?
Yeah, they are frightened of me.
All right.
And I'm gonna say, go! Run!
Run.
Fly, you fools.
Because it's not that long.
Okay. How long does it last for?
Until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Go ahead and make, I guess, an animal handling check to tell them to run. Because if they're
No. I'm talking to my friends.
Oh. Okay. What are you? So you're telling your friends to just run to
Right.
the,
So I
to-
assume
to
on their
start-
turn. Well, no,
okay.
frightened they don't have to. I'll walk out into the water as my movement.
Okay.
And I'll get in the middle
Yeah.
so that they
the
move
water's
away
not
from me.
so restricting that it's not having anyone's movement. It's only like up to your knees.
Okay,
So it's
yeah.
fine. But like you just walk through the water towards them.
hmm And I'm telling my friends to book it.
Frightened condition.
They can't get any closer to me.
Right.
Oh, so we're supposed to run into the temple
Yes.
before they have it. I
I've
got
cleared
it.
the path.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
We sprint into the temple,
Rush
I suppose.
in? Yeah.
Go,
Yep.
Zoop.
Orvex follows the grung, makes a big old leap, and like lands on a wall and then leaps again to the front entrance and probably beats all of you there. And Racket just swoops over and sits next to the entrance as well. You're able to use all of your movement to not get within 5 feet of these things, as they're all just paying attention to RinRin. That would be everyone's turn on the first round of any initiative if we were to do that. So before the end of your next turn, RinRin, what would you like to do?
Before the end of my next turn, I'm gonna walk to the to the other side. So I'm on the temple side of the water, still looking all scary to them. And then when it ends, she's just like, "Sorry," goes in the temple.
All right. When you do this, you're looking at all these crocodiles and they're just kind of like following you in water and like backing up as you move towards them, and just hissing and hissing. And then they all stop hissing, and a even louder and more guttural hissing comes from right next to you as you get to the entrance, and you look to your left, and there is a massive 20-foot crocodile right there, hissing at you.
There's like a moment right before where the water behind her starts to do like that bubbling thing where the water droplets come up and it's like.
And
Everyone
in fact,
made it across, right?
Yeah, I'll say
Okay.
everyone is at the door. You're still like 20 feet or like
Yeah.
15 feet from it, and between you and the door essentially is this giant crocodile. And everyone else, you see it raised behind her, and I'm probably like, "Look out, RinRin!" And she's like, "I know, I got this." And
Oh, well, it's not tall; it's huge.
it's huge. Mama Crocodile's mad that you made her baby scared.
Oh,
little initiative.
I'm so sorry.
Oh. It's such a random.
Hey, what the fuck? D&D Beyond.
How dare you say our cyber lords in vain?
Not today. Why does RinRin roll so shitty?
Because you're a vampire and you got other things going for you.
I guess.
How about the rest of you? Baz?
21.
21.
22.
Also 22.
Both of you.
It's fine. I got you, buddy.
Wally, and then Tesh, and then Baz, then a bunch of crocodiles, and then there's RinRin. But acting on her turn is Mama Crocodile, and she is going to try and attack RinRin. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da.
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my
So
friend.
it comes out of the water, hissing at you, and then as you turn around and look at it, it snaps at you with its jaws for 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right. For D10s. Who even uses D10s? Anybody?
Fighters.
Yep.
Long.
21 piercing damage. And you are grappled.
Long sword if you have two hands.
That's fair. So it snaps down at you, and who wants to say that they're closest to the further out in the at the entrance of this temple?
It
I would
be
have waited for
Baz.
RinRin.
Like
Yeah.
the you mean like the farthest into the temple or the farthest out from the temple?
Yeah, the second one. So I'm saying that Racket, the Grung, Imbach, and Orvex are further inside the temple. What's the marching order of the rest of the three of you? It's about 10 feet across, so you can stand two abreast.
I would think it would be like Wally and Tesh in the back, and then Baz in front of them, like looking towards the crocodile.
So Baz, further inside.
Baz is closer, is further into the temple than he is out.
All right, well, then this is coming for Wally. For a 26 to hit.
Nope, too high, friend.
Too high for you. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, I don't make this at advantage.
You
6.
take 6. You are knocked prone, taking 13 bludgeoning damage as its tail whips around and slams into you. And that is its turn. At the top of the round is Wally.
Cool. I'm gonna half my movement to stand. Bonus action rage. Oh, my eyes perceived. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm gonna shoot it with my rifle.
Okay. Do it.
Does an 18 hit?
18 hits.
Cool. For 16 damage. Piercing.
Nice.
Going.
Nice.
Nice. I'm gonna action surge,
All right.
and then I'm going to use my sugar honey iced tea.
The ha 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 nice alarm is whenever I realize that a monster has 69 HP left. So.
I'm going to use my martial adept commander strike and yell for Baz to take a pot shot at it. So I forgo my attack with my action surge, and I will give Baz an attack as a reaction for him.
Okay,
Heyo.
I will do that.
And since I'm 5 feet, that's also sneak attack on not your round.
Okay, it's an 18 to hit.
18 to hit will hit.
We get to do sneak attack on this, right?
Yep.
I'm also using poisoned arrow, so I need a DC 15 con save.
Thank you. Ooh, it fails.
All right, so 9 piercing damage, 9 sneak attack damage, and I don't know how much poison damage this is.
I will roll that.
Is this a basic poison?
No, essentially, yeah. I think it's like several d6.
My arrows are covered in a deadly poison. Shouldn't have licked it.
Shouldn't have looked at that. All right, good shot for a reaction. And that was Wally's turn. So up next is Tesh.
Tesh is... So this thing is within hitting distance without even having to move?
Yeah, essentially. Like you can start wailing away at its tail.
Yep. I'm gonna strike out at its tail.
All right.
And first attack is a natural 1.
Oof.
That's not good. I'm doing it now. Second attack. Wow, it was going to be a 13, and then it rolled to a 5, so a total of 12 to hit.
12 to hit does not hit the giant crocodile.
Okay.
Its tail lashes in between your stabs, and you're unable to get a clean hit on it.
Well, that's fine. Just going to hang out.
Sorry, bud. Baz.
Baz is going to try and slide between his allies and find some foliage to duck under for a stealth.
There's no foliage around.
Ooh.
The best you can do is go further into the temple and hide around a corner.
Okay, I will do that
All right, roll
and
me some
accept
stealth.
any dangers that may entail. 18.
What? No, that wouldn't happen. Let me make sure there's no danger.
Oh god. What dangers? Are there any dangers? So
good.
that's my bonus action, and then I'm going to.
What was your stealth?
18.
Yep, you're good. You're hidden.
And then I'm going to do another longbow attack
Yep.
at Big Mama. 17 to hit. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm supposed to do this at advantage because I'm hidden.
Yes.
So, and also Elven accuracy. I'm just going to roll 2 more dice. 17 would have hit anyway.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, it's not a crit. So
Okay.
here comes somebody's still next to her, correct?
Yes.
It also doesn't matter. 10 piercing damage. 10 sneak attack damage.
Ouch.
That's 2 times in a row that those were both the same. And I
Con
also need
save?
con save. As I fire another poisoned arrow.
Poisoned arrow. It fails and takes a lot of damage. Damn.
Dang. Okay. And I'm gonna save that for a rainy day. I think I'll save that.
You guys have done quite a bit of damage.
Okay. I will hang around.
All right. One of the crocodiles is going to slither through the water and try and take a bite out of the raging bunny man. Also then in the Wonder Band. I don't think a 14 hits.
Nope.
All right. That was its turn. Orbex is just going to take a pot shot at that. From around the corner. He's going to miss. Way to go. You're going to run out of ammo eventually. Up next is another one that's going to slither up and try and bite Bunny Boy. That's going to miss. Up next is Racket. He's going to toll the dead. The big guy, it fails. It takes a d12 of damage. All right. It is quite hurt. And it is RinRin's turn. You are grappled by it.
Ah!
Yes, you are in the mouth of a giant crocodile.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit it real hard
Okay.
with my punchy fists.
Are like restrained, right?
Yes.
So you'll have disadvantage.
Yes. Hold on. Restrain.
Or actually, I don't even think that's the case. If you're
Being grappled just means you have no movement.
yeah,
Correct,
Being
yeah.
grappled just means you have no movement, so this is not a disadvantage.
Wait. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature attacks rolls have disadvantage.
Is that restrained though, right?
Yes.
Oh,
You-
The
you-
creature
in that
has
case-
Oh,
the
it's
creature.
grappled.
Oh, I'm not restrained.
you are restrained. I lied.
Oh.
You have
Okay.
disadvantage. Good job, everybody.
So,
We figured it
sometimes
out.
when
Figured it out.
sometimes when monsters grapple you, it's just a grapple. Sometimes when they do, you're also restrained.
How is a 9?
9 does not hit.
Okay. How does a? Ooh, that's a nat 20. There's
All
2
right.
nat 20s. Oh my god!
Womp 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 womp.
Did you just crit at disadvantage?
I did.
Holy shit!
Hey, the RinRin dice.
Fantastic.
Thanks, RinRin dice.
Fucking
I-
yes!
All right. Let's see.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage, but I'm just going to tell you right now. I'd like a good description of how, from within its mouth, you kill it.
Okay. Let's see. I mean, I really don't do that much damage. That's I guess +4. 13.
Yeah, more than enough.
Okay. RinRin, you guys see RinRin from inside. She's being held by this thing. She turns and then punches into its mouth and like rips inside of its mouth out.
Oh gosh.
You became
And,
Captain Crunch.
I did, and as the blood from it absorb it.
I'm certain you kind of activate a gag reflex of sorts as you're killing it from the inside, and it just expunges you into the water.
You
Use
activate
the-
my gag reflex.
Use the uvula as a speed bag.
Yeah, and
Big girl
the
crocodile.
the blood that is going out of its mouth and like flowing into the water towards RinRin just sucks up into RinRin as she gets her temp HP.
Oh yeah, yeah you do. Mama Crocodile is dead.
I get 10 temp HP.
That is a lot of temp HP. Both of these two, who were already afraid of RinRin, and now that her mother is dead, are going to start leaving and swimming away into the swamp. Well, river, swamp, river, lake. Who knows? It's all of the above. And they're have a swim speed of 50 feet. So if they double move, they get 100 feet away. At the top of the round, Wally, there's still 2 next to you, but with their mom and dad, they might just flee.
And if they take an aggressive action towards us, I'll attack. So that's my hold action.
All right. Tesh.
Same thing, yeah.
And Baz.
Same.
Cool. Then on their turns, they're going to disengage and start swimming away. Actually, they don't even disengage because they're not that smart. But unless you take your reaction to try and punt this little thing as it's swimming away, it's going to swim away.
Embermane noise.
Yeah, right. And that's that combat outside of the Shrine of Papazotl, and that's halfway through our session, so we're going to go ahead and take a break.
Excellent. So first off, I would like to say thank you to Tyler for running this fantastic game. We're going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes, so don't go no place unless it's to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. Pick yourself up something nice, and we'll see you guys shortly. All right, everybody. See you soon. And we have returned from beyond the grave. Our dear shifter companion Walmorn, aka Wally, aka RJ, is currently away from the computer, but he will join us here shortly. So, we've just defeated a Mama Gator.
You did just defeat a Mama Gator. Rip in peace, Mama Gator. Her body, soaked in blood, is floating in the courtyard. RinRin, you are also soaked in blood and lying down in the water, while the rest of you are standing at the entrance of this shrine. Moss clings to the stonework throughout this hall. The mosaic floor depicts a tall bird using its long, pointy beak to pin a monstrous frog-like creature with tentacles sprouting from its shoulders. Set into the far wall is a set of heavy stone doors. Above the front entrance is some writing in a plaque in Old Omuan, and Orvex, you remember Orvex, I haven't talked in his voice all day, will read out, Papazotl teaches us to bow before no one. Huh. Quite a prideful one, that.
I can respect that.
Inside, so the...
I'm sorry, out of character. This makes me very nervous because all I can think of is the penitent man kneels, and I don't know what to do.
RinRin rolls around in the water to clean herself and then joins everyone. She's just soaking wet and shaking her head like a dog.
Yeah. It actually probably takes you a couple of minutes because it's also pretty muddy water.
Yeah.
But it gets the blood out, I guess.
She's slightly crusty.
There is a short hallway that you guys were standing in. Baz, you went further into this hallway around the corner, and right is on the floor there is this big mosaic, and then a door.
Okay. Baz turns the corner and his foot goes right over the mosaic, and he goes, "Oi!" And then he just pivots on his foot and then puts that foot down away from the mosaic. And he's all guys, we've got tiles.
I know what to do with these.
What did they say?
What do they say?
There is, let's see. The mosaic shows a trickster god, Papazotl, and Ebly fighting his enemy, Kubazan. The inscription around it, Orvex will join you, and it'll read the story of why Papazotl and Kubazan are enemies. And it's because...
So it is just a picture on the floor.
It's
it's not a bunch of different... Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Hey, guess what? Wand of Secrets!
Oh!
Show me a trap or a hidden door!
Okay.
Within 30 feet.
You always surprise me with that old Wand of Secrets. Whenever you whip out that wand.
30 feet. Okay. There are no traps or secrets within 30 feet of you as you whip out your wand.
I whip it good.
Pardon me while I whip this out.
All right. Well, walk forward another 30 feet.
You come up to a heavy door, set of doors.
What's the material?
Stone.
Gotcha.
Whatever you do, don't bow.
I'll try and open the door.
They are heavy, but you've got Wally helping you, so the two of you will be able to shove those doors open, and you enter into a large chamber. There is a shaft of light that lands in the middle of this room where an empty pedestal stands. There are 6 statues that face it from alcoves on the walls. They depict bare-chested humans with the heads of different animals. From left to right, the heads resemble those of a lizard. I'll go over this later, but a lizard, a jaguar, lobster, toucan, bat, and frog.
Lizard,
Sorry,
jaguar,
Is it a
lobster.
circular room?
It is a rectangular room. It's just like 3 on one side, 3 on the other side.
I swear to God, this is
Sorry.
another broken logic puzzle. I'm gonna strangle the Wizards of the Coast.
Did someone
please
say
do.
broken logic puzzle?
Hey!
Ah, there it is.
Hello
Sorry.
and welcome, Wally. We are now in a large chamber. There's an empty pedestal with a light shining down on it. And tell me if I got this right. There are 6 statues, all facing towards the pedestal, and they are of bare-chested human men with the heads of animals. And the animals are, in order from left to right, lizard, jaguar, lobster, toucan, bat, and frog.
Is there a lobster?
It's made of rock. It's a rock lobster.
It's a rock
Bing,
lobster.
bing, 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 bing.
Also, etched onto the pedestal is something written in common.
What? That's weird.
What was the first one? Sorry.
A
Lizard.
lizard.
I've been working on my listening skills. How am I doing?
You're doing fantastic, babe.
All right. I'll work on my not talking skills. That'll
You
help.
are doing fantastic, babe. Who wants to read the inscription?
RinRin will.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm very fast.
She is very fast. She moves across the room and looks at this inscription, and I'm going to share it in the Tomb of Annihilation chat.
Hello? Hello? Oh god. I tried to do RinRin and Baz at the same time. Hello, my name is RinRin.
Oh, it's a
Fun.
shadow.
Rushing in.
Wait, let me read it.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Wally walks up. Oh, solved it.
Comes with sunshine, leaves with night, hides in darkness, does not bite, always joined to its caster, never stray from its master.
Yeah, it's a shadow.
Well, that's no fun if you just know the answer. Did you look ahead?
That's you, Summerwise. You always come with sunshine.
Sure does, bud.
Is it Baz? Baz could be the answer to this riddle.
RinRin is going to move her hands above the pedestal so she blocks the sun that's streaming in.
You block the sunlight. Nothing happens. You do realize that there is like what would be a stone hatch on the top of the pedestal that you've seen in other shrines where it just comes out of the pedestal, the puzzle cube. So it would be there, but you hide the light on the pedestal, but it does. There's no reaction.
You think we might need to wait around till nighttime?
Tesh will go to stand on the pedestal.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big is this pedestal?
It's not very big. It's about, maybe a foot.
It's just
Square.
big enough for a box, right?
Yeah.
Never mind. Summerwise could pose on it and cast a little shadow.
Oh no.
We could bust out the tent, put it over the skyline.
I'm gonna go look at the jaguar
Okay.
statue.
Yep, the jaguar is the second on the left.
Mhm.
It is a bare-chested human with the head of a jaguar.
Female or male?
They are all male. No
Yeah, do it anyway.
female-presenting nipples here.
Baz will stand in front of the frog statue and say, "Now, why is this here? Because isn't Kubazon his enemy? Doesn't like frogs."
Saying we should knock it over.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just asking some questions.
Examining the statues that you guys are in front of, they're pretty simple stone statues.
Is there anything else going on with the statues? Any doors? Or it's just this pedestal and this beam of light and these statues?
Well, someone has a wand that detects secret doors.
Oh.
Shazam!
All right. You bring out your wand of secrets again, and it kind of spins in your hand and points at the bat statue. The statue with the head of a bat.
Well, it
It's the
could either
second on the
be
right.
it could either be a trap or a door.
Or a trap door.
You want me to look at it?
You don't know the... What use is that thing if it doesn't tell you the difference?
Shrug.
We know something's there.
Be careful, Miss RinRin.
Alright. I would like to approach it, checking
Okay.
for traps.
Sure. Roll a perception check.
20.
20. You spy no traps. The alcove that it's in, the only source of light in this entire chamber is just down onto that pedestal. So these alcoves are actually pretty dark.
I don't see anything. I touch it.
The statue?
Mhm.
Yep. You feel up the statue, and there is nothing of interest on the statue.
I don't know. I don't see a door if there is one here. Maybe if we reflect the light onto one of them? Do you think that would do something?
Are these statues flush against the walls, or are they away?
They
From
are
the-
away from the walls. There's
Oh, okay.
like a foot or so, enough so that you can squeeze between them and the wall.
I see. What if we need to get these statues to start casting some shadows?
That is what I just said.
Mr. Teshvael, can I see your shield?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Been working on my listing skills.
Tesh will let you use the shield.
Wally will pull out some buffering wax and start shining that bad boy.
All right. You are able to get a buff enough sheen to get a reflective surface.
He'll make his way to the pedestal and kind of angle it towards the shield and the light towards the bat, a la fucking Wind Waker.
Yeah, you do this. The light reflects off the shield and illuminates the bat and his dark alcove. And when the statue casts a shadow on the wall behind it, an illusory door appears behind the statue, and a small crawlway is behind it.
Good thinking, Miss RinRin.
Thank you.
So, who
go
wants
into the
to?
crawlway?
Yeah, who wants
Wait,
to?
Before you do that, and he's gonna lower the shield so the light isn't hitting the bat anymore. Does the hallway go away?
Yeah, it's an illusory door, so it just disappears when there's a shadow on it.
So you can just pass through regardless.
If anyone were to go up and like touch that area, yeah, their hand just goes right through.
Well,
Zoop.
if it is trapped on the other side, I could take a beating.
All right. You go ahead and squeeze into this small crawlway, and
Buddy.
it makes a sharp turn to the right. And after about 10 or 15 feet, you come out into a small, barren room. There's not anything in here except on the far wall is a strange grid that is etched into the wall on that side of the room, and I will share you what the etched looks like.
Is there a picture of a Shiba Inu?
That's a very good question.
Lights in the courtyard.
You see that pattern etched into the wall.
Mr. Orvex!
Yeah, muffled.
I can't make heads or tails of this thing over here. Maybe your inside would be appreciated.
Does anyone have a source of light for him? He is a human. No? He did.
We should all have torches.
I'm pretty sure you do.
Yes.
Somebody lights a torch for him and he squeezes into the
Dancing
fire.
lights! I have dancing lights. God damn it. Sorry. It's so useless because all drow have dark vision, but every drow comes with a casting of dancing lights. So like Baz just sits there quietly for a moment and goes, "Oh shit, yeah!"
Cool. You give him a light source. He enters this cramped little room. Well, it doesn't say anything. It just looks like a grid with certain spaces colored in. Maybe it's a key of some sort.
You got some parchment that could fit the wall?
I mean, it like takes up a good couple of feet. And he takes out some parchment and kind of draws what that grid looks like and colors in those squares.
That mosaic
Right.
that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have like is the mosaic comprised of tiles that look like this in a grid, or is it like one of those mosaics that's a little bit more organic?
It's a lot more organic.
Okay, all right.
But is it a 7x15 grid?
No. It is much bigger.
Yeah, I am easily distracted by tertiary information. Is there anything in the locations that we've been that look similar to this?
Let's see.
Wally and Orvex will crawl back out.
Yeah. There isn't much in these rooms. There is the pedestal, the statues, and this etching.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Does that mean anything? 9?
Where are you getting 9 from? The
There's-
numbers of the...
There's
Shaded
9
in.
blocks
Right.
that are colored differently.
And try casting a shadow onto the thing,
Which thing? There's like...
onto the tiles.
When Orvex came in with his dancing lights around him, I'll say that it cast a shadow up on this wall, and there wasn't any reaction.
Gotcha.
Just to make sure we tie up any loose ends, Wally begins casting the light around on all the statues.
Mm-hmm. And they all show shadows onto the alcove behind them, but there's nothing behind them.
Why was it the bed?
Because bats
Is there any...
come out at night.
Well,
They
no,
live in
the...
the shadows.
So Wow. Did you
Mr.
try to touch it?
Wally drops down on all fours and starts crawling back in.
Yeah, you feel up that old puzzle on the wall, and there is no reaction.
Oh shit, I gotta get all these in one spot. Hold on.
Baz will follow him in this time.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll do things like he'll try to like press on the tiles and see if any of them will push in.
It is purely just etched into the wall. But you actually seeing this realize the way that this is etched into the wall is incredibly similar to the poem, the riddle that was etched into the pedestal.
We're not
Similar?
the only ones who've been through here then.
Like it's not necessarily freshly etched, but it is etched in the same manner. Which is to say, whoever etched this into the wall was also the one who etched the riddle.
I see. So like they're connected. It's intended to be here. It's a part of the riddle. It's part of the puzzle.
Wally's gonna pull out the cube that he has on him and just start putting them next to the different blotches.
The cube that you have is much bigger than these squares.
Oh.
Hmm.
The fuck does this mean? Wait, 7 by 15 is 105 squares. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Lizard, jaguar, lobster.
Did
tooth, and
anyone
bat
cast
frog.
light in there?
Dancing light.
Okay.
Lizard, jaguar, frog, bat, lobster.
My last use of it. I have one wand of secrets charge left for the day.
I don't. You have the parts to the puzzle. You just have to find which pieces fit in which part.
Gotcha.
Okay. Is there any like tiles on the plaque that has like the shadow thing on it?
The what on the riddle?
Yeah, the riddle.
No, there's no tiles on there. But the kerning is a little annoying.
Is it
Yeah, I mean it's just spaced out.
weirdly?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hold on. Wally'll crawl back. He'll touch CO. The appropriate letters.
Right. You're figuring out that if you put each of the letters from the riddle into each square, there are certain letters that are eliminated or that go. into
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and the appropriate letters that go into those squares spell out cover eyes.
So Wally just covers his own eyes.
I'll explain. Well, if you take the poem and then you put it inside the blocks, then it spells out cover eyes.
Oh, see.
What?
Wait, do they mean ours or?
I just let Wally take care of these. He is exceedingly good at puzzles.
So smart.
Basil will climb up onto the bat and cover its eyes?
Okay.
Meh.
Wait, I just did this one on Wednesday. We all have to be blinded for it to work.
Summerwise just moves a wing over Tesh.
Yeah.
Now, here's the rub of it. How do we know if anything happens?
I'll reach out. I'll open my eyes enough to go over to the pedestal where a cube-sized thing would be.
Yep.
Everybody have their eyes closed?
Yes.
Floop over face.
I'll close eyes and then reach
your
out to where the
NPCs.
cube would be.
There's no cube.
Well, I
All right,
guess that
well, it
means
wasn't that one.
Wally'll pull out his traveling cloak and start shredding it, and he'll make blindfolds.
Right.
Cover those eyes, I guess. And he'll tie one around the lobster's head.
Yeah.
All right.
Cover all the eyes with the statues.
Yeah.
and you put blindfolds on all 6 of the statues, and the pedestal rotates, and an ornate stone cube emerges from a hatch on its surface.
Wow!
It wasn't a fucking logic puzzle. Well, it kind of was,
It
but
kind of was, but
Guys, I don't understand what we did, but I'm glad that we did it. Thank you.
Why was it the bed?
that's what you're concerned about.
oh,
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da.
So who wants to take this one?
I know you guys discussed it before, but do you still want to have it spread out? But you have 5 puzzle pieces now.
We'll give one to
still want to-
Racket.
Okay.
Yeah. You'd hold it in the bag of holding.
And lo, he does.
Ooh, good call. Because if Racket ends up dying and they try and take his bag, unless they invert it, they wouldn't know that it's in there.
Yeah.
Huh.
So now, you have 5 puzzle cubes. Each of you has at least one of them. What would you guys like to do?
Amstray.
Yep.
Yeah.
Leave.
Plan is to go to the next one, which is across the water.
18.
Yes, that is true. As you guys step back out into the kind of overcast day, thank you, step down into the water, you hear a cacophony of like splooshing through the water. And you look over to your right where you guys had come off the shore, and there is a red wizard and several mercenaries. And the red wizard points at you guys and says, "They have the cube, get them!" And no sooner do you begin to prepare yourselves for these guys, you hear some slithering through the water to your left. And in a blink of an eye, several Yuan-Ti materialize, weapons ready, and you are surrounded on both sides.
What is everything in this bloody jungle want to kill us?
Go ahead and roll initiative.
We just have to pray it bleeds back. Now come on, Bass.
21.
20.
12.
Oh,
10.
RinRin. How much? Baz?
10.
Oh, Baz.
I should get a sticker every time I roll the exact same numbers for initiative.
All right. At the top of the round is... well, I guess I should first of all ask you, what is your guys' plan here? You are surrounded on both sides.
Fucking.
Do both parties look like they want to kill us?
Oh, both parties look interested in killing you and the other party.
This is a 3-way.
How tall is this building?
This building is approximately 20 feet tall. It is. It's got a like flat roof.
Yeah. RinRin's plan is up and over.
Okay.
Is anyone like she's gonna like look from one to the other, look back.
All right.
How big are these cubes?
The cubes are. Let me just get the actual phrasing for them. Puzzle cubes. Puzzle cube is a stone cube 3 inches on a side and engraved with the image of a specific trickster god. Each cube weighs half a pound.
Would you say that I would have a cube-shaped something in my mess kit? Like a... Well, it's 3 inches on either side, so it wouldn't really fit much.
You're trying to shove it into your mess kit?
I was gonna try and bluff and throw it away from us, saying like, if you want the cube so bad, fight for it, and just like huck it away from us.
That sounds like a great opening move for a skill challenge.
Hey!
Whew. What's a repercussion, DM?
You are... this is going to be a difficult skill challenge. You need 6 successes before 3 failures. Your goal is to escape the clutches of these groups unmolested. Consequences will soon be determined. At the top of the round is Wally.
What was the name that Red Wizard Duder said was looking for at Unga Shrine?
He did mention at some point, although I would make you do a history check and make that count.
Hey, if
Or-
it's success, does it count?
It does, because I'm assuming you're trying to remember this person's name so you can use it in a deception attempt.
Yes, I was gonna say we were looking for this cube on behest of the dead dude.
Oh, the dead dude. Okay. I suppose I'll make you do a deception check on that.
Okay. 18.
18 is actually a success.
Whoa! I don't like the way you said actually.
You remember his name was Colonel Dyrax Schwartz.
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 He'll just turn to the Red Wizard. He, she.
She.
Ah.
It is a tall, sallow-looking woman in very proper uniform.
Thank God you came, ma'am. We came here to look for the cube on behest of General Schwartz, and these bastards snuck up on us.
All right. You have sown some confusion. Up next will be Tesh.
Okay, so RinRin wants to jump up and over. Was everyone else on that same plan?
Fucking scatter.
Yep. Because Tesh, I think, would use his last 2nd level spell slot to do another Pass Without Trace. And just with the rest of the party, that's not Wally being like, I got your cube right here. It's not the cube. Just fucking like Homer into the bushes. Try and get out of this as quickly as possible.
Pass Without a Trace gives you a +10, right?
Yes. To our stealth checks.
To your stealth checks. Only one of you will be able to make a stealth check.
Yep.
So if you'll use up that spell slot.
Yep.
And you'll get a +10 for these guys to one stealth check.
Yes. That stealth check is technically good for an hour, though, so it's 1 stealth check per cycle.
But you do need to be close to him.
You do
It's
need to stay
within
close
like
to him.
30 feet.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you want to roll your stealth check, or you want to do a different?
I want to use the spell, but I will use a different check.
Okay.
I would like to use my athletics check to effectively, like, we got an old man on our team.
You do have an old man.
We have an old guy.
He's spry. He's 40.
Well, he will still probably need some help. I'll need some help getting up on the wall that RinRin.
I'm sorry. He's 40 years old and we've been describing him as old?
Yes.
Tesh is over 200 and clearly the oldest guy on the team, but we have that old guy.
The Sean Connery voice doesn't help the image.
No,
either.
he's more like a Sean Bean from Game of Thrones.
Oh no, he's gonna die.
All right. So yeah, I'd like to athletics check to try and like get up to where RinRin is.
Well, RinRin is not up there yet, but
Yeah.
you can. It seemed like she was going to be
That
going
was
in
the
that direction.
plan.
What is your athletics?
That's a 13.
13 is not a success.
Sorry, guys.
As you cast a spell, grab a hold of Orvex, and move towards this shrine. But you try to lift him up, but it's slick and mossy, and he can't get a good handhold. And you both kind of tumble back down to the ground.
Yep.
Up next is RinRin.
All right. RinRin is going to attempt to climb this wall behind me. And when I get to the top, I'd like to lower a rope.
Okay.
Because I assume my friends cannot do this.
Yeah. What? I guess you would use acrobatics to climb.
Yep, if that's cool with everyone.
That's cool with me.
Cool. Great. 10.
A 10 is not
Thanks,
a
D&D
success.
Beyond.
Thanks, D&D Beyond. But D&D Beyond, it's never been easier to fail a skill challenge
In rapid succession.
in rapid succession.
Was that 3 failures?
That was 2, and it is Baz's turn.
Oh god.
RinRin scrambles up the side of the shrine. Her cat's claws.
Wait.
Yes?
Do I
Yeah.
get advantage because I have a climb speed?
I will allow it.
All right, I'm rolling real dice this time. How's a 13?
That is still a failure.
I have +7. What is happening?
Oh. RinRin scrambles up the side and then fumbles through her bag looking for her rope, and actually tips her bag off, and it smacks Tesh in the face.
Sorry. Just
Baz,
throw it back up.
we are 1 success, thanks Wally, and 2 failures.
All right.
Wally's just looking over at the Red Wizards. Just fucking take me.
You got a plus 10 to your stealth.
Have a plus 10 to yourself.
Whose turn is it?
It's yours.
Yours.
It's Baz.
Oh, hi, my name is Baz. Okay, here's my plan. If this fails, we failed the skill challenge. So, like, narratively, this will work. But if it succeeds, everything will be fine. I'm going to use a sleight of hand to try and sneak my puzzle cube into Racket's handy haversack.
Okay. All right.
And assuming this succeeds, I'm going to sprint out of the temple and try and lead people away from
Cause a diversion.
cause a diversion.
Alright.
Actually, I'll do that regardless of whether or not this succeeds, because I want to cause a diversion no matter
You're
what.
gonna just shove that puzzle cube into Racket's bag.
Uh-huh.
Are you doing it so that even Racket doesn't see you do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 12.
A 12 is not a success. Boy, the dice gods were against you guys. today.
Sure was. Baz jams that.
You actually just like jab him in the side with it, and then shove it into the bag, and he looks at you like, "What was that about?"
Wait,
And you
what check were you doing?
a sleight of hand.
I gave you plus 10 stealth! Why would you do this?
It did give you plus 10 stealth.
Danae's been working on her listening skills.
She's-
Literally
If-
set this up so you couldn't fail.
if it, I thought I didn't know that you weren't aware that you had a plus 10 to stealth. So if you want, to
No,
use
it's
stealth
fine.
there-
Let it roll.
No, we're in this bed. Let's fucking lay in it.
You guys have made your bed and you are laying in it.
We've
Okay.
dug this grave and it's time to lie in it.
Ah, boy. So this is a kerfuffle, an absolute charade of tomfoolery.
I didn't want. Okay, I knew that we had. I knew that I had a pass without a trace, but I wanted to give it to somebody else because Baz
would
is.
need it.
Yes.
I was gonna acrobatics up the wall.
So
Yeah, I tried doing that. We saw how well that worked.
here's the scene.
Oh my god.
The Red Wizards, the mercenaries, have already started shooting at the Yuan-Ti. The Yuan-Ti are loosing arrows. You guys are dip diving, ducking, falling, Wally is like, thank goodness we got this cube for Colonel Schwartz. And the Red Wizard looks at you very confused because she was pretty sure Colonel Schwartz is dead. And through all this tomfoolery and ruckus, RinRin, you are on the top of the shrine, looking down at Tesh, like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that I dropped my bag on you." Baz, you get a notification from your longbow of warning. You're on your way to run outside and cause a distraction. And you get a notification, ding, 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 ding. There's something here. There's something big.
Oh fuck.
And RinRin, you like a whoosh of air happens behind you. Mist rolls over the ledge in front of you, and you feel a breathing down your neck. And you turn around slowly, and standing on top of the building, about 2 stories tall and covered in feathers, is a huge T-Rex, the King of Feathers. And he roars right there, a ear-splitting roar. Everyone grabs their ears as he just roars in front of all of you. And after he finishes roaring, there is some silence. And in fact, it's weird that there's silence because you remember that behind this shrine is this big old waterfall. And it was making a lot of noise before. And RinRin, you're looking past him at this waterfall, and it had stopped falling and was gathering and was becoming a large blob of water that as the yell cuts out, the water all tumbles to the ground, causing a tsunami that sweeps over all of you.
It's fucking Dino Wizard.
Look at.
Oh my god, what?
And the Dino Wizard has conjured a wave of water that knocks all of you out.
Holy.
Good news, I don't have to breathe.
This is the coolest Saturday morning cartoon I never got. More Dino Wizard.
Yeah. You are all knocked unconscious, first of all. You all will gain a level of exhaustion. And now we're going to have to find out where you guys end up.
Oh shit.
Time passes. Those of you guys are unaware of this time that passes since you had been knocked out by this tsunami. RinRin, you wake up, look around. You are restrained again. This happens to you quite a lot, doesn't it? You are in a stone chamber. In the center of this stone chamber is a rather shiny statue of a flail snail. It looks like there was a fight sometime here in the past. There's a pile of rotting bodies in the corner, and there is an empty pedestal on the far side of the room. But it seems like this room has been repurposed as some form of jail cell. Looking around, you see several other people are restrained here. Orvex is over there. So is Racket. And so is a gray-furred tabaxi. He is an old looking tabaxi. Has an eye patch over one of his eyes. And he is staring at you because he recognizes you.
Oh.
And he says, RinRin, you look just as young as the day that you left.
Oh no.
You look
And
as
that is
beautiful
your
as the day I
friend.
left you.
Ryugami.
Sorry?
That is your friend Ryugami, shackled to the wall.
Ryu?
What happened to you?
It's a long story. Where are we?
He kind of looks at you in bewilderment, like just shaking his head, like, what? We're being held prisoner by the Red Wizards. I'm afraid they got the better of me.
Right? Did they talk about anyone else? Did they bring in anyone else?
You and these two were the only ones that were brought in here.
How long have you been here?
In this room, about a day.
What are you doing down here?
I could ask you the same thing.
I'm trying to help stop the sickness that is over these lands.
Still so noble at heart. You
Something
really are.
happened to me.
I can see that. Maybe that's why you never came back to visit.
It would have been hard to explain. She kind of like motions to herself.
I always thought you would come back. I waited. You
I
know,
wanted to.
Tashi moved on, got married.
I met his son.
He likes to be adventurous. But I grew old. I'm tired. I wanted to die glorious on a hunt. Well, now I'm here.
Well, we'll get you out of here. Don't worry, I have other friends and I'm pretty spry still.
You also do not have any of your gear on you, just to let you know.
Yeah. How am I bound?
There are chains around your wrists, and it's chained to some divots that have been made into the walls here.
Okay.
And you are in this chamber with your long, old friend Ryugumi. We're going to go to a different perspective. Tesh, you wake up and you are in a pretty nice looking tent. You're on the inside. There is a table with maps spread out, a few other just traveling gear. In the corner is a hammock, and you are shackled to a chair without your armor. Looking around the room, leaning over that table with the maps on it is a humanoid in a red robe.
I'm going to make the assumption that you're one of the Red Wizards.
And she will turn around looking at you, and a strange two-faced person looks back. The left side of her face is young and pristine, that of like a 16-year-old. The right side of her face, though, is old and withered, that of somebody, for a human, probably near their hundreds. Yes, I am the leader of this contingent of Red Wizards. And who are you that have been causing so much trouble for my men?
Well, If it's any consolation, your men put up a wonderful fight. My name is Teshvael. Teshvael de Falarin.
Ah, of a noble house, I see. Well, Mr. de Falarin, I am Phasma. No, wait, no. I am Zegmira. I know the difference of these. As you may know, we are searching through this ruin to collect these puzzle cubes, and she'll produce from a bag on the table the puzzle cube that you have been holding, so that we can get into the tomb of the 9 gods. And you have been so kind as to bring me a few of these puzzle cubes, but we want them all.
Well, yes.
As a noble elf, I'm assuming that we can make a deal.
Before you even begin your barter, I have no ill will towards you and yours. In a different scenario, our goals align. I also wish to get into the tomb. I don't see why things can't work out amenably between our two parties. The only reason that your men are dead is because they attacked us.
Their discipline can be retrained. I sense the budding of a great partnership here.
Oh, yes. I only have one goal in mind, and it's not to explore the tomb or lay claims to it. There's something inside which I seek to claim. After that, if you so wished, I would leave. Just disappear back to my corner of the world.
This sounds very reasonable. Our interests lie deep within the tomb, though I'll still have to see it for myself to learn of its power. We are after the soulmonger.
I see.
And what is it that you are after?
I seek, I believe it's called, because I wrote it down, the Eye of Zeltek.
Ah, I have heard of this lost treasure. Said to contain immense power.
Yes. I need it for something.
A pet project, I'm sure.
An end to all wars.
How very noble of you, Mr. de Falarin.
Of course. Now, I believe there is a matter of you having my weapons and armor, and me still being tied up. I don't think that this puts us at equal footing.
Yes, for now.
Under other magical circumstances, I would tell you the truth. I hold no ill will towards you, and should you let me go, I am willing to work with those who are amenable.
There is a complication.
Being?
We have here 2 of the puzzle cubes. There are still several missing, and my scouts tell me the other shrines have already been raided. I believe the Yuan-Ti have taken the rest of the cubes.
How very like them. It would be my pleasure to dismiss quite a few of them, should you let me go.
Then we are well. Our goals are well aligned.
I would assume so. Again, I have no ill will towards you and yours. It was just a misfortune of becoming friends with others first.
Good. And we are going to move away from old Tesh, making good friends with Zagmira. Wally.
Yes, sir.
You wake up, your hands dangling above you, restrained. It is dark. It is wet. You are kind of dangling in this confined pit with about a foot of water at the bottom of it. And you look around, you survey the area. You spy Baz is hanging from the wall opposite you. And directly to your left is a humanoid, a shifter. And he says to you, "Good morning, sweetheart.
Mr. Wolf,
I thought you were dead."
I thought you were dead.
"Well, we might as well be trapped up here with the Yuan-Ti. I don't think they like me."
I'm sorry, what?
"What?"
We got captured by the Yuan-Ti.
"Yep."
Oh, I figured all this time you'd just been hanging out.
I've been trying my best to get as far away from here, and kind of stumbled into a bad situation.
Did they take anyone else in, or was it just me and that one over there?
It's just us, just you two. Although I've only just got thrown back down here yesterday. I caused a ruckus in the pens, and I think they're gonna kill me soon.
We can't be having that. What's my situation like? Am I clothed? Am I?
You are clothed, yes, but you do not have any armor or any gear. His clothes looks pretty raggedy and blood-soaked.
Am I pinned to the wall, like hanging from it?
The shackles that are binding you are like hanging from a grate above you.
What are the odds that if I tug on this hard enough, it'll come down on us?
Not good. That thing's stuck harder than I've been able to budge.
Cool. I'm gonna try and swing my way over to Baz and kind of like tap him with a foot to wake him up.
Yep, you do so. Baz, you are in a pit, stonework pit, hanging by manacles, and there are two shifters in here.
All right.
Good
He
morning,
panics.
sweetheart.
He panics
Morning,
briefly.
sweetheart.
What the hell is going on?
Hanging out.
Let's see what you did there.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and bust out of here. We got captured by the Yuan-Ti, and I don't know where Miss RinRin and Mr. Teshvael or the rest of our party is. So
Okay.
we're up Shit's Creek without a paddle.
Okay.
Apparently, this is also where they send people to be executed, unless it's
Okay.
just your case. So it's
I'm
just your
just-
case then.
Yes.
Why are you two being so casual about this? We're going to die.
I mean,
We're
another
not
day
dead
in
yet.
Chult. All right.
Who the fuck are you?
Flint Wolf.
Oh, it's more of a. Who the fuck are you? Flint
I am
Wolf.
Flint Wolf.
Baz.
Mr. Wolf was on the airship with me when it, Anyway, before the guards get
What
here.
does Flint look like?
Flint Wolf is he's actually looks like he's got some years on him. He is a shifter, and he's wearing some pretty raggedy clothes. And he is another self-insert. Good record.
How high is the ceiling?
The ceiling is. Hold on, I have to go through all of my notes because,
Well-
boy, oh boy.
Wally's gonna kind of pull himself up and over and start he'll climb the chain up to the ceiling, pull himself up and over so his feet are planted on it, rage and yank on the chain as hard as he can.
All right. Yeah, you do that. Go ahead and make me a strength check.
At advantage.
Oh, yeah. It
18.
was 10 feet deep. 18?
Yeah.
All right. You yank down. It doesn't buckle, but it strains.
Bit more give.
And as you are raging and yanking, you hear a sound of a portcullis raising. And from your position, you can only see parts of the room. There, on the far side of the room, you can see several figures entering. It is dark in here, but there seems to be like a soft glowing coming from a corner that you can't see. But as these figures approach, you see the upper body of a quite beautiful, dark-skinned, black-haired woman. As she gets closer, you can see that she has the lower body of a snake. And she looks down into the pit at you, raging and yanking, and says, well, if you'd like to calm down, I think we would like to have a chat.
Give me a few minutes to prove a point.
She snaps, and two of the large barrel-chested, snake-headed boys walk over to a different part of the room that you can't see, and you hear the cranking of a winch as a hook is lowered down, grabs the iron bars, and starts lifting you and the two people still in the pit up with you.
I'll drop my rage.
Leave the drow. I want to talk to this one. And I'll be back for you later, she says to Flint. Look. The two Yuan-Ti grab you from either sides, unlock the shackles, and push you out, while the grate lowers back down, and Baz and Flint are lowered back into the pit.
I just about had that.
Big, strong boy.
I'm sorry, miss. Who might I have the pleasure of speaking with?
My name is Fenthaza. I'm a priestess here. And I have some questions for you. As these two guys pretty much just holding you in the air as she leads and slithers. The third one closes the portcullis behind you. You find yourself in a room smelling of death, of rotted flesh. In the center of this room is a not pedestal, but a bed of stone with restraining points in it, and a lot of grooves in it that are stained red. And the grooves lead into a pool of what you can only guess is blood on the other side of this room. She leads you past this and into a small chamber. A haze of incense lingers inside the chamber. Faded murals decorate the walls, and throw rugs and cushions lie scattered on the floor. An engraved chest rests in one corner next to a stone urn covered with snake carvings. and she leads you in and then coils onto some of her rugs. You and your friends have been causing quite the ruckus. But I've heard about all of you, and I'm interested.
Who might I ask has been telling these stories and tall tales of myself and my companions?
My scouts, some very special scouts of mine. That's why I'm interested in you specifically, because you hadn't met this man.
Stella
So I
Luna,
would-
thank you for the raid.
Hey! You haven't, by my understanding, met this man, so I wanted to learn more about you. Tell me about yourself. Who are you?
Are the two burly dudes still here?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, when they took you, like, they unshackled you. Kitty!
Krieg.
They unshackled you and then slapped new shackles on your arms and feet as they carried you into this room.
What would you like to know?
Who you are? How'd you get here? What are you doing here?
Well, I can tell
What
you on the
know
ladder.
about these, and she'll produce the stone cube that you had.
Well, it all started on a small farm in Long Saddle.
Get to the point, please.
I'm here just to pick up something. I came by airship and it crashed out in the jungle.
Oh, I see. You came with that plot.
Anybody else survive besides Mr. Wolf?
Nobody anymore.
As what I'm doing to the city, like I said, I'm here to pick something up. Apparently, it might be in that tomb.
What do you know of the Tomb of the Nine Gods?
It's a tomb to the nine gods. Might be horribly cursed and trapped. Other than that, very little.
What if I were to help you get into the Tomb of the Nine Gods?
I would ask what's in it for you, but that's probably above my pay grade.
Only a small task. There's someone who's getting a little too much of a problem for me. And I want to get rid of him. And you and your friends can help me with that.
So one of them there, Red Wizard bastards, or...
Oh no, we can deal with the Red Wizards. No, this is a more personal affair. My boss, we'll call him Rosnasi. And you haven't heard of this name.
Mm-mm.
Straight over your head. Oh, you haven't heard of him?
I've been strangely out of the loop in Chilton affairs, ma'am.
Well, allow me to reacquaint you, or to acquaint you with this loop. He's weak. He's been tricked, and I want him gone. So, if you and your friends help me take care of him, I will let you go into the Tomb of the Nine Gods. I'll even provide the rest of the puzzle cubes.
I certainly can't do that barehanded.
Of course, you'll have to bring a friend of you'll have to bring a friend of mine, since there's something I want in that tomb. And the door will open, and there's Hassan. But you don't know anything about him.
Can't believe his son is dead.
I can't believe Hassan is dead. Hello. I don't believe we've met.
I
I'm
tip
Hassan.
my hat to you, sir, but I do not have it. My friends call me Wally.
And having met Hassan, and all of you having been, captured and put in chains, I think that's as good enough point as any to call it for the night.
Thank you, Tyler, for running such a wonderful game. I'm excited to see this weird, Hassan talking to RJ more. I want to know what that's all about. This is a great time. I always love having you run this game. So, Tyler, where can we find you? What do you do?
Hi, my name's Tyler. I can be found on Twitter at Frothy Inferno. Otherwise, you can find me here on Sundays running the Tomb of Annihilation.
Sorry, I was moderating. Hi, everybody. My name is RJ on the interwebs. We can catch me at RJustice282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream Rainbow Six Siege, Dauntless. There's a list somewhere that I haven't written yet. You can catch me here on Sundays as Wally, our shifter fighter barbarian in our Tomb of Annihilation campaign. Tomorrow, you can catch me over here yet again during our homebrew campaign as Calum, the Shatterkai Wizard Cleric. This is my busy week, so catch me over on Thursday over at G Game Nights, where I play Theophilus Wilmot, where I am a noble just trying to marry his girl. There's gonna be artwork soon. We're anime as fuck. Finally, catch me over at the Hype Goblins channel earlier in the Sunday, 9 a.m. EST, where I play another noble human ranger warlock by the name of can't remember his name. Titus Valentine. He just wants his brothers back. DanaeKeener.com.
Hello, I'm LBHackEmUp, and I just realized that in both of my games today, my character was kidnapped at the very end, so...
You gotta type.
I guess. I'm on the Twitters and the Twitches. I stream on my own channel at 2 o'clock on Tuesdays and at 8:30 on Thursdays, playing horror games. Check out my schedule for all the other crazy stuff I do, but basically almost everything RJ said, and then lots of stuff here, lots of stuff everywhere. DanaeKeener.com.
To be fair, we all got kidnapped. Speaking of DanaeKeener.com, hi everybody, I'm Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do nerdy drawings mostly related to D&D and a lot of things on this channel. On Mondays, I'm here playing as Coriander the Elegant Paladin during our Four Keeps homebrew game. And on Sundays, I am also right here playing as Baz the Drow Rogue Fighter during our Tomb of Annihilation campaign run by the very wonderful and lovely Tyler Crompton. And Four Keeps is run by the lovely and wonderful Stephen. DanaeKeener.com.
You got my first, middle, and last name all right. It's
well,
me.
It occurred to me. I don't know whether or not you want your last name out there.
That's a true name thing. You got to go
Exactly.
to our Patreon for that information, which you can go to patreon.com/IndoorAdventures. But that is besides the point. Hey, everybody. If you made it this far, you probably already know who I am. But if you don't, it's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/IndoorAdventures. We do shows like this on Monday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or at 7 o'clock p.m. on Sundays. All again, Pacific Standard Time. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/IndoorAdventures to check out on the VODs of all of the games that we have played up until this point, or you can find us anywhere audio casts are being made available for free under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, hey, I mentioned Patreon earlier, but did you know our after show is being hosted for free just at that Patreon? So there is no paywall barrier to prevent you from listening to an additional, sometimes half hour to an hour of our wonderful voices answering questions, not only from the community, but also from each other. So if you had any questions for either myself or any of these other fine folk, you can expect an answer from all of us, again, in their Patreon. But we are going to be heading there immediately, or at least after a post-show break. So I would like to say, once again, thank you to Tyler for running this game. Thank you to everybody who decided to stop by. And thank you to these players, once again, for putting up with our bullshit again this week. And we will see all of you guys next time. All right, everybody. Bye-bye!